Today is Wednesday, April 2nd. It's currently 5:30 p.m. I'm heading into town to do a little stealth camping this evening. I have an appointment at the mechanic tomorrow morning, so I'm going to spend the night on the street near the shop so that I don't have to wake up extra early or worry about morning traffic. And by the way, my home on wheels has been running excellent. The only reason I'm going to the mechanic is to get a pre-purchase inspection for a potential buyer. Now let's open up Google Maps and see what the area surrounding the shop looks like. So I'm currently in Yuma, Arizona. The spot I'm bringing the truck into is going to be right down here, Advanced Auto and Truck Repair. The potential buyer went ahead and negotiated with them that they would look at the truck, check it out, make sure it's in good condition. And so I'm zooming in. Now we're looking for a spot to stealth camp. And one of my favorite spots to stay the night is in commercial or industrial parts of town, just because, there's no neighbors or residents, peeking around. Keeping an eye on you, and usually the streets are pretty empty at night and you can just go about your business unobstructed. And so as we zoom in, we can see it's on East 15th Place, and just from this Google Maps view I can see there's an RV parked right here on the street, and then it looks like there's an RV parked right here, a couple work trucks. So, I mean, this is going to be super easy. Oh, here's another RV right here in the corner. So this is going to be a super easy spot to stealth camp. It's almost like cheating. We ain't going to have any trouble. So I'm going to be coming in off of 16th Street right here, this yellow road here. And then we'll pull in down 8th Avenue, take a left onto 15th. And then we'll see about staying. I don't want to be probably right on 15th, but if I could stay on this side street, maybe this South Pate Drive, that looks pretty good. And then also Lee Drive over here. If I can just park on the curb anywhere there, should be absolutely no problem. And then that way in the morning, I just wake up, drive 16th of a mile, and I'm right there at the mechanic shop for my appointment. Hello, my friends. So this is the spot. We are going to be doing some stealth camping right here in Yuma, Arizona, right out front of the mechanic shop. Kind of an industrial, commercial part of town. Parking in places like this is super easy. As you can see, when we pulled in, there was a bunch of RVs and work trucks and stuff parked right on the street. So this will be an absolute non-issue to stay here tonight. So I'm always, breathing easy when I have a nice spot like this. I don't have to worry about sticking out or about anyone getting bothered about me staying the night here. So this will be a nice, easy spot. feeling a little fancy today. Figured I could use some good vibes before we cruise into the mechanic shop. And I don't know, I was just feeling a Starbucks today. So that's what we did. We didn't make our own morning coffee. Went to the Starbucks, paid $7 for one. That's crazy. But it's good, it's delicious. Of course, it's never, when you make it yourself, it's never quite as good as a Starbucks. So this is very interesting because this is a turning point for old Nomad Brad. Either whatever happens, right? So if the mechanic gives a favorable report to the new buyer, which I assume he would. I mean, to me, the van runs really well. I mean, I drive it every day. I've been driving it every day for 2 years. It feels really strong. There's no weird stuff. There's no weird noises or like funny things that it's doing. It's just a solid runner right now. Either way, I'm gonna have stuff to do and moves to make based on the outcome of this inspection. Either it's favorable and the clients fly in from Los Angeles, buy the rig, or it's not favorable. Maybe he finds something I don't even know about. Then I have to hit the road. I gotta pack up a few things. I have a couple improvements to make. Gotta mount the Starlink on the roof and do a couple things before I can leave, and then I'll be heading out for summer road trips. Wow, this parking lot is full. So I have a 9 a.m. appointment. There's like rigs everywhere. So I wonder if he's actually gonna be able to get me in at 9. So the appointment's for 9, even though there's a whole parking lot full of cars. He said he should be able to get started in 10 minutes, and it should take about a half hour. So sounds good. We'll wait and see what happens. Hello, my friends. So we're done at the mechanic. I'm back home in the parking lot, but I'm back home. I got the official report from the inspection. So the main thing the prospective buyer was worried about is on the Carfax, there was like a collision. And so it mentioned there was some rear end damage and some front end damage. So he wanted to make sure the frame was straight. But everything checked out good. There's a small dent in the rear bumper. It was like that when I bought it, and it's all good. Overall, the mechanic said the vehicle's in really good shape. He was really impressed by how clean the frame is. Like under the rig, there's no rust. It's super clean. So overall, he gave it a really good bill of health. He found a couple little issues. The sway bar, the front like steering stabilizer, is leaking a little bit, which is like a simple maintenance thing. The right axle seal is leaking a little bit. That's another maintenance thing, a couple hours of labor. And then he did mention that the exhaust manifold bolts were broken, which I knew about. If you watch the video when I first did an inspection on this van before I bought it over 2 years ago, the bolts were broken. I knew they were broken. And so I put 20,000 miles on this rig with the broken bolts, and it's been no problem. And I actually asked the mechanic, like, what would he recommend? How serious is it? And he said it's super common on these engines. And, it's not really a big issue. There's no exhaust leak. And so overall, like in my mind, it sounds super good. All the main stuff that the buyer was worried about is good. So I'm hoping that they'll give me the green light and they'll fly out and buy it. So that'd be pretty exciting. It's about 11 a.m. and I haven't eaten yet today. This morning I was just kind of a little bit anxious about everything. I want to get this all finalized. So I didn't eat, but now I'm going to eat. We're going to go ahead and heat up some bone broth, have a nice little bone broth breakfast. And it's warming up now. I think I got to take my coat off. Let's do a temperature check. in Yuma, Arizona. It's currently 79 degrees outside, 71 degrees inside. It's really so convenient to have your house with you everywhere you go. I mean, I didn't have to worry about driving home or whatever. I just went down the street to a parking lot, and now I'm home, so I can have some breakfast, hang out, do a little computer work, just take my time, and have a good day. So I'm excited about it. Let's see, we're gonna do some more chicken bone broth. I've been doing that as the first meal of the day from Sprouts Market. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna heat it up in the Instant Pot. Instant Pot right here. Here it is, chicken bone broth, heated up in the Instant Pot with free energy from the sun. Nice little, woo, that was the perfect amount. And then I think after I drink this, I'll probably go into Planet Fitness and get my weekly shower, scrub up, do a little workout, and then I'll hop on the computer, do some computer work. Have a beautiful day. It's so nice and sunny and bright here in Arizona. Definitely makes me happy. I love just being in the good weather. Look at that. Big, white, fluffy clouds in the blue sky. It's absolutely beautiful. The bolts were broken. I knew they were broken. And so I put 20,000 miles on this rig. Good evening, my friends. It is now much later in the day. We got everything done we needed to, went to the gym, got a shower, got a workout, did a little computer work, did some video editing, and now it's nighttime. As you can see, it's dark outside. Let's do a little time check and a temperature check. 7:37 p.m. 71 degrees outside, 77 degrees inside. So it's pretty nice right now. In the 70s, we're hitting a little bit of a cool streak here in Yuma, Arizona, and I'm appreciating it because I know it's going to get hot in a few weeks. So here's what we got going on tonight. We're going to be making a delicious dinner as usual. We're going to use this 10-bean soup mix, some minced garlic, more chicken bone broth, some onion, a carrot. And I found a trick that works finally to keep me from crying when I'm cutting onion. I did it on Wednesday's live stream. I added a bowl of water right next to the onion while I was chopping it. And all the onion fumes apparently got sucked into the bowl because they did not get in my eyes. So very excited about it, to have a solution to not be crying from the chopped onions. All right, it's looking a little dark in here. I'm gonna go ahead and kick on the overhead lights. Bam! There we go. We're in business now. So the recipe calls for 1 pound of beans, which is interesting. I thought it would give me like a cup or some kind of measurement instead of going by weight, but I do happen to have a postage scale. So we're gonna find out what a pound of 10 bean soup looks like. There we are, 1 pound, baby. Look at that, isn't that cool? It's like super colorful and kind of fancy looking. Okay, I gotta rinse the beans. I don't have a strainer, so I'm just gonna like put water in here and then let it sit for a little bit and then dump it out. And I don't know, that's all we got. That's a Nomad rinse. Wash up my new knife. Absolutely love this thing. It's so nice for chopping veggies. And it's super satisfying to just flip it open. It's an awesome cleaver. Okay, then lock the lid. Okay, so basically we just pour everything in now and then pressure cook it for 40 minutes. That's it, super simple. So let's see, I have black pepper, we'll use that. And I have oregano, so we'll do that. It's calling for chili powder, cumin, cayenne. I might have a blend. Okay, so I have I have all these like seasoning blends. I actually really like these. I haven't tried this one yet. It's brand new. It's still sealed. But this is called the Hot and Spicy Cajun Style. And so as far as what's in it, there's salt, onion, garlic, paprika, bell pepper, celery, chili pepper, oregano. I don't know. So we'll try this. This is the closest thing I got. I don't have room in this box truck for all those independent and fancy spices. So this is just what we're going to use tonight. But either way, it's going to turn out delicious. My stuff always turns out tasty, so I'm not worried about it. Ooh, it smells good. So we'll use that seasoning. So the recipe calls for like ham or a ham bone. I don't have that. I wish I had little steak bites, but I don't. So the only meat I have is this ground turkey. It's a little weird to put like just, I think, ground turkey in the bottom, but it's all we got. Okay, so first thing we'll do, we're gonna add tomato sauce. Whoop. And recipe is calling for 8 ounces of tomato sauce. It tastes like SpaghettiOs. And this is a 15-ounce can. So we basically need about half the can. Okay, that looks pretty good. That might have been a little too much. That might be more like, might have been 2/3, but we ain't worried about it. One thing I just remembered as I'm reading through this recipe, this is using a 6-quart Instant Pot. I only have the 3-quart, so I just have to be careful with quantities that what's listed in here is not too much for my smaller Instant Pot. So they're calling for 3 cups of water, but we're gonna go one at a time and see what happens. See how it's looking. Make sure we don't overfill it. So here's one. I'll hold off on that last cup of water until the end. Let's see, how much bone broth does it want? 4 cups of bone broth. That seems like a lot. So here's 1 cup. Yeah, we're not gonna fit 4 cups in here. We'll dump that out. We gotta put in all the essentials first. Okay, let's see what else we got. Oh, minced garlic. I got the pre-minced stuff. It's calling for a teaspoon. We're just gonna guess. I don't know what a teaspoon is. I don't have like teaspoon measuring stuff. And we'll go heavy with the garlic because Nomad Brad loves garlic. I don't think you can ever really use too much. So this is basically it besides the meat. So we're gonna do, I have some standalone oregano. So we'll just like shoot some of that in here. Just give it some dashes. You can call me Mr. Dash. All right, there we go. That's a lot of oregano. I hope I didn't overdo it. The hot and spicy Cajun mix, let's go. I'm excited about it. We're gonna dump that in. There's a lot of flavors going on in here, let me tell you. I'm very curious what this is gonna taste like. The only last thing is this ground turkey. So I think I might just kind of manhandle it and break it into chunks. Oh, it's frozen. Oh my God. I did not think I did. I swear I took that turkey out of the freezer yesterday. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. But you know what? We're gonna just move ahead with it, but look Look at this turkey. It's a block. I don't know. I'm just going to break it into pieces. Well, I guess that solves the problem of being worried about it. Look at that. We got a little turkey. You know what? You know what? I feel like this is all working out just perfect. I mean, how clean is that? It's perfect. It's not all juicy and bloody. It's manageable. It's breaking off in nice little chunks. I feel like the universe is got my back. Is looking out for old Nomad Brad. This might be a new cooking hack, you know? Just use lightly frozen ground turkey. We'll find out. But we're breaking all the rules in here. Nomad Brad, he ain't worried about it. We're breaking all the rules. Living in vehicles, not paying rent, no mortgage, cooking frozen meats. He's a renegade. Watch out for that Nomad Brad. So there we are with all the ground turkey chunks. I'm gonna kind of mix that around a little bit. All right, and here are the rinsed beans. So I'm just gonna kind of slowly scrape these in. I think we're gonna be okay. It might just not have like a ton of liquid by the time it's all done. But you can always kind of add more liquid later. You know, that's not like a deal breaker. So here we are. We made it. We're right. If you guys can see, right here, this is the maximum line for how much you can fill the Instant Pot. So we are literally right to the top. And we're gonna do pressure cook 40 minutes. And the most difficult part of the whole process is just gonna be waiting for that bean soup to be ready, because I'm hungry. All right, let's clean this place up, get it back into shape. While the soup cooks, I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the TV, pull up YouTube, see what's going on, turn the lights down a little bit. Woo! Bam, extend out the arm. So for tonight's YouTube and dinner, I think we're gonna go back in time a little bit. And we're gonna watch a channel, a YouTuber, that I haven't watched in a long time. I'm curious if any of you guys are familiar with Mariah Alice. She is a girl YouTuber, van lifer, and what's interesting is she kind of came and went from YouTube, and you know, it's not uncommon for van life YouTubers to come and go, but what is really uncommon is that she just disappeared. Her last video was she just started a new build. She was like, I don't know, gonna take a break while she was moving to the other side of the country, and then she just never made another video. And who knows what happened to her. And what's interesting is she started out in a Ford Transit, converted it, and then ended up doing a box truck conversion. And so you can see it right here. She did a U-Haul, very similar to mine. And she got a few episodes into the conversion and then she just disappeared. I wonder if the box truck conversion just broke her. But it's interesting. I actually talked to her a little bit. She messaged me on Instagram with some box truck build questions. And I gave her some advice. We weren't really friends or anything, but I sent her a couple messages. And what's really interesting is her entire Instagram is all the posts have been deleted. And her actual YouTube channel, actually, all her videos went to private for almost a year. And then there was a fan that somehow had her videos saved. And so they uploaded her videos after a month of sticking around to YouTube, and people were watching them again. And so then Mariah Alice went ahead and reactivated her videos on her own channel. But her Instagram is still completely blank. It's really curious what happened to her. But what I really like about her videos is that they're just super chill and relaxing, and it's a very peaceful and just kind of a slow pace, just good van life experience. So if you guys want something kind of laid back with beautiful scenery, check out Mariah Alice. Here it is. The bean soup is complete. Wow, look at that. So I think it probably definitely needed a little more water. It's not super soupy, but that's okay. We can always add water on our own. How did we do? That is the question. That's good. I can definitely taste the tomato sauce right away. Everything seems like it's cooked well. The beans are, they're nice and soft. They have like just a tiny bit of like a firmness to them. So it's nice. They're not mushy. Overall, very, very tasty, and I'm super hungry. The only thing is it is a little bit on the dry side. So, you know, we'll add a little bit of liquid when we have some leftovers, but man, that is tasty. All right, let's go back and watch some more Mariah Alice here and see how her night's going.
This first evening in the park, I chose to do a sort of off-the-cuff driving tour. So I drove about 20 minutes up a little pass as the sun started to set, and as I drove, the rocks were being painted with some of the brightest oranges I'd ever seen.
Whew. Well, that's it for me, guys. I'm in the Clean Plate Club. Ate all that soup. That was delicious. Really hit the spot. I was so hungry. It's getting late. It's like 9:30 at night. I needed that. But man, I'm exhausted. It's been a long day. We got a lot done today. It was productive, eventful, successful. We handled it all. And I appreciate you guys for coming along and joining me on today's journey. And that's it for me. I'm ready for bed. It's time. It's bedtime. But I appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you in next week's video. That's it for me. This is Nomad Brad signing out. Peace.